So again, bro, I have started the stream, but I don't know how it's going, right? Uh, the previous time, 50% of my frames were dropping just because of internet. That's so bad, and that is why my most of my streams were lagging, or like the frames were like I'm being freeze at some point of time, like when I do motion or some kind of that work that gets like just it sucks, bro. All right, so let's see if it's working good. Let's move on to the riddles. All right, chat. We are going to solve the riddles, and today we are going to solve the riddles, which will actually test your space knowledge, right? So these are some space riddles we are going to solve. And moving ahead, not talking much. There's no word, right? So here we are, and you can see if you can solve these riddles, you might be an astronaut. So let's see if you're ready to be an astronaut. Oh, sorry. As you can see, I have not switched the scene. I was like talking, so there is it. So if you can solve these riddles, you might be an astronaut. So if you have never solved this kind of riddles, let me help you because I have experience in this. Pretty bad experience actually, but I have. So we will solve together. There's 8 minute video and it's not going to be too much long. All right. So we are going to start the video on the count of three, two, one.
Jake is on the first ever solo mission to outer space on the KK-5X spaceship. Everything is ready for takeoff.
3, 2, 1.
And there he goes! He's cruising in space when, the rocket engine starts to break down. Fortunately, Jake is a very good pilot, so he manages to dock the spaceship on the moon. As soon as he lands, he tries to call NASA's Earth base, but the communication systems are all broken. That's when he realizes that he's stuck on the moon and has no way of letting people know about it. Jake opens the emergency kit, and that's when he has a surreal idea. He decides to make a bonfire on the moon's surface using the special long-lasting wood NASA sent him. His hope is that people on Earth will see that he needs help, but his plan doesn't work out. Days go by, and no one answers his distress signal. Take a look at the image. Can you figure out why people on Earth keep ignoring Jake's cry for help?
First of all, bro, this fact is like the fact like he burnt a fire on the moon. That's totally false because there's no air on moon, and you can't like burn fire over there. I have studied this in junior classes and even in the senior. We are taught like there's no air in space and spacely oxygen because burning fire needs oxygen and there's no oxygen there, right? So how did he burn fire first? And the other things, looking at the picture, we can simply guess like so looking at the picture, we can simply guess that it's like the other side of the moon. Like if here is Earth and if like here is Earth and this is the one moon, so here Earth and he is lying on this side. So that's why easy peasy chat. Very easy. Now I have never thought of like doing this easy.
That's simple, because Earthlings can only see one side of the moon.
Oh,
And unfortunately, Jake landed on the dark side of our satellite, so no one can see him. Poor Jake. The crew on board the SST-9 space shuttle is made up of 7 people. After a long day of work, they're having an argument about which space body a person can jump the highest on. Each astronaut has their own guess, so they decide to test it out. Each person takes their own space vehicle and flies to the place of their choice. Billy flies to Mercury, Emily flies to Venus, Richard goes to Saturn, Becca goes to Europa, Ivan goes to Mars, Sasha goes to our Earth's moon, and Brian goes to Pluto. Can you guess which person will jump the highest?
Yo, bro, listen. This is totally like your knowledge puzzle, right? And this is really science type of riddle. If you know about their gravity, then you can answer this. I just know about the moon, like it's one sixth of the Earth, but I don't know about the other planets. And I guess I'm sure about Jupiter. No. Even I'm not sure, but there is no Jupiter. Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Europa, Mars, Moon, and Pluto. Ah, that's tough. By seeing the image, it's like Becca on Europa, I guess. Becca on Europa. I bet it. Let's go. See, let's find out which one is jumping
The
higher.
key to answering this riddle is gravity. The
Gravity.
spatial body with the smallest gravity will allow the astronaut to jump the highest.
That's what I
Oh,
said.
and one more thing. The planet needs to have a surface. Otherwise, no jumping will be possible. So Brian will win the belt. Pluto has the smallest gravity out of all the spatial bodies involved. It's a typical morning in a colony on Mars. Astronauts are at their workstation trying to figure out the exact date when water existed in liquid form on Mars. The chief of the mission, Dr. Buggers, opens a refrigerating chamber to get an important sample when he notices that a sample is gone.
It was here 2 hours ago. How could it have disappeared?
He shouts. Nobody has entered or left the lab in the last 2 hours, so it must have been one of the people inside the lab that did it. Dr. Buggers decides to investigate the case himself. Cassie says that she has spent the last 2 hours next to the microscope trying to figure out the genetic pattern of the sample they found last week. Rosie claims that she spent the last few hours in the napping room because she pulled an all-nighter last night. Cam says he's been doing repair work on the Freedom Lander that broke down the previous week. He's been trying to fix the vehicle's motor. After interviewing them all, Dr. Bugger realizes who took the samples. Can you figure it out too?
Yo, bro. What do you think? Who took the sample, chat? The first one, the second one, or the third one? Whoa. I guess it might be like this one person who is claiming to repair the motor, because inside the lab, how can you repair the motor? And if you have no one has entered and no one get out of the lab, so this might be the first person. That's my guess. That's my guess. That's my guess, chat.
It was Cam. He said he'd spent the entire morning fixing a vehicle, but take a look at his hands. His hands should be dirty, but they're super clean. There's
That's not a logic, but let me show you something. Like the electricity is gone. Dear me. You understand what I'm saying? The electricity is literally gone, bro. And now you can see the change in the light environment, right? And I'm now feeling more heat in my body. And just because of stream, I can't left here. I have to do this. What the hell? I'm done, bro. I'm done. Okay, let's carry out. Leave this summer. I'll manage this. So, but that's like their hand is clean. That's the maybe he can wash. He can wash that. That's not a good logic. But it's of 2 hours, so logic, bro. Hmm? Wait. You were just getting the audio. I just realized. Sorry, bro. I just forgot to switch the scenes. Let me replay this.
preparing for a space trip that was supposed to take her, but they're super clean. There's no way he had time to wash all that grease
Okay, you
off.
can watch this again.
Amy spent months preparing for a space trip that was supposed to take her outside of the solar system. She was the first human ever to attempt this feat.
God,
Amazingly,
no
she
humans have
managed to
crossed
leave
that.
the solar system and land on an unidentified planet in an unknown galaxy. She began to explore the city and its citizens. Locals were smiling and taking pictures of her. Suddenly, she felt the need to go to the restroom. She saw two doors supposedly leading to the ladies' and gentlemen's bathrooms and got confused. She didn't speak the local language and couldn't ask which door was for men and which was for women. Thankfully, she met a local guide, Bo, who could understand English. However, he could only speak his native language. What two questions should Amy ask to figure out the right door?
So this person can understand English but don't speak, and Amy have to ask like two questions to find out which one is for male. What should be the two possible questions, chat? What? What's that? Answer me, bro. What's that? The two questions which Amy should ask from that person. I don't know. Let's watch out. I don't know what these two questions.
She should point at one of the doors and ask, "Is this the women's restroom?" Then she needs to remember Bo's reply and ask, "Am I a woman?" If Bo says the same word, the restroom Amy is pointing at must be for women. And
Women's restroom? Yes. Am I a woman?
if Bo says a different word, the restroom is for men. It's been 1,000 days.
Whoa. My brain is not braining, bro, because I'm feeling hot. I'm sweating. Oh, this summer. The electricity cut off at the wrong time, bro. What the hell? I just have to finish it fast.
Days since John left Earth and headed for Neptune. He still has a few months left before getting there, but he's just found out that he's running out of water. The next planet he's going to pass by is Jupiter. John opens his navigation system and checks which space body he can land on to try to refill his water supply. Take a look at John's options. Can you tell where he should stop to get some water?
This is totally on the general knowledge. If you have knowledge about space bodies, the outer space bodies, you can literally answer this. And in my guess, it's Europa, because I may have listened many times. I don't remember it, but in my opinions, it must be Europa, where there is sign of water, where scientists are preparing to get endomissions, right? So it must be Europa. It should be Europa. Europa.
Let's see. The first stop that the navigation system shows John is Callisto, but there's no water there. The same goes for Amalthea. So, John's best option is to stop on Europa. Scientists
I
have
knew it.
already confirmed there's liquid water there. Julia and
The electricity has come, chat, and now the fan is running, bro. God saved me. Otherwise, I have already like very few water left inside me. Uh, this summer has taken down. Summer has snatched that water also from me, bro. All right, on to the next puzzle, chat. We did it. Like you see my knowledge first. I just solved that question with my knowledge, and I could say my knowledge is superior, bro. Like I just really solved that question. I'm moving to the next one.
Zach are the only crew members currently living at a space station on Saturn. Every morning, they get into different kinds of lively discussions. This morning, they're discussing which planet would be hotter to live on, Mercury or Venus. Julia says it's hotter to live on Mercury since it's closer to the sun. But Zach says it would be hotter to live on Venus because there are constant gas bursts in its atmosphere, not to mention tons of active volcanoes. Can you tell which one of them is correct?
Bro. It's a kid question actually. We are taught this in like uh elementary no like above elementary section. When you reach in fourth or fifth grade, the Venus is the hottest planet of our solar system, not Mercury, even though it is closer to the sun. Venus is the hottest planet. Like my ex, which I never found, which I didn't find in 18 years. I don't know how she would be hot, like the rotten one. That means how I would like to say. But I don't know about like my ex when she would meet me. Like the tragedy. What's the tragedy is? I'm living in the most populated country on the planet Earth. Like literally, India is the most populated country in the whole world, and still I'm not finding one. I am like, bro, I can't tell my situation. I can't explain that, and that's the most tragedy thing. Like I'm living in the most populated country on the world, and I can't find a single one for myself. That's the tragedy, and people are finding them. I don't know how, but they are finding, bro. They're really finding. Let's solve the riddles. That's the only thing I can do. I can't find any other. But Venus is the answer.
As much as this may come as a surprise, Zach is right. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. Venus's atmosphere traps heat inside,
Bro.
so temperatures get absurdly high there.
I'm the boss. I can
Barnaby
be an
is a
astronaut.
solo space ranger. He travels the universe in his own spaceship with no company other than his pet elephant. He wants to settle down for a while and
This brother takes an elephant to an space to and stay safe. Bro, I'm wondering where did he poop out? How did he train the elephant to beat gravity, huh? How did he train an elephant to stay in a gravity-less place, with the place where there is no gravity? Like, yeah, I have seen like people got training to live in a spaceship where there is no gravity, but yeah, an elephant. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen one? Like, if you go to the history, we have a monkey, which was sent to the space. Laika. That's the name actually. That was the name. I don't remember properly, but Laika must also be the name. But this time an elephant, bro. It's just riddle. There's no logic in it.
wait while his elephant buddy grows older so that he can continue traveling. His friend needs to shower once a week, so Barnaby uses the lack of gravity to help him do that. He opens his spaceship's navigation system, and 3 different planets pop up: Saturn, Mars, and Jupiter. Can you help Barnaby choose the best planet to raise his pet elephant?
Saturn, Mars, and Jupiter. I guess it should be Mars because Jupiter is a gaseous planet, and I don't know much about Saturn. But if there are two options, I would have suggested Mars because Jupiter is a gaseous planet. I have read about that, but I don't know about Saturn. So let's find out.
He should pick the planet where gravity isn't too strong, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
he should pick Mars. This way, he'll have no trouble giving his elephant a proper
Oh.
bath.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pass
What do you say, chat? What I have seen right now. You know how many puzzles I have solved this today. Like again, my throne back. Again, my crown back. Like the previous 2 or 3 days, I was hell out of in the crying mode. Like the previous 2 days, because the 2 days, the remaining 2 days, I have done one day. I have done one 100 push-up challenge, and on the day 4, I punished myself for not going cycling. So that was the 2 days stream, and the previous 2 days, I streamed the puzzle, and that was like I was answering like 10 out of 1. That was too bad. But in this chat, I've gained my crown back. Like I have solved like most of the puzzles, right? Like I don't know how many I've done wrong. Maybe one, maybe because I have done everything right. And I'm eligible to be an astronaut. Like I think I think like I have to apply for like SpaceX to be the first person on Mars who never came back. I don't want to be there, bro. Mars is good if you colonize it, but you can't find the freedom like Earth right now because you will take hundred of years to colonize it and make it a place where people can live, right? That takes too long time, chat, and that is why I think Earth is a good place to live. Uh, should we check out the another videos, some of the other videos other than riddles? All right, let's watch out. Go to the home section. Okay. This field is suggested as an Indian bro. Do you know about the grass? It's stop, bro. Don't say anything. Do you know about the grass? If you can see this one, the center one, Ahmedabad plane crash. It happens inside the Gujarat. Air India Boeing airplane crashed out with like it takes 275 people lives. RIP to those people, bro. They like died, and only one survivor, like only one man survived out of this heavy, devastating plane crash. Bro, it was really sad for them. I can only pray for them. Like, may God give them peace. That's the only thing I can do because. But I don't know the reason why it happened. The government must be take care of it, and especially the company. Although the Tata, I'm not confirmed. I cannot confirm that news, but I have seen in a reel on Instagram or somewhere where seen on Instagram actually where there was a post which is promising like the Tata Group of company is giving oh sorry, you're not seeing here. If you can see the middle one, Ahmedabad plane crash. The Tata Group of company is giving 1 crore rupee to each and every people. All right, so each victim's family. So there must be a relief to their sorrow or whatever I say. But that was bad. But I'm not happy with the feed section because they are all about Indian. Find mind blowing facts about Uzbekistan. The thumbnail is good. Let's see. After every
You're not gonna
upload,
be
Suna hai, what's this? 185 shocking train collision mistakes caught on camera. I don't want to react over that. Anatoly, Anatoly, Anatoly. I used to watch his video.
what's going on, guys? Anatoly.
Anatoly, but this person is really strong, bro. Like this person is really strong. His muscles. Oh, I don't know how he trained himself, but he's really a beast inside a small body. His muscles are small. It looks small, but the strength, the strength is like massive. His strength is massive. Let me show you some parts.
Like you laughing. You can be honest with me. If it's wrong, just
Go back, go back, go back, go back.
every day here. That's I saw a lot of exercise.
Watch it.
No, I don't want to teach you. I just want to show you guys. If it's not,
See, see their body. They are looking like, of course, they're not super bulky, but they are looking good, fit. And see Anatoly, what kind of does he? Yeah, he also have abs and the very like shaped each and every muscles I have seen him. Bro, I was like, when I watched this first video, I laughed so much over these people. Like, oh, they got violated. in their own field. he always act he always act like he most of the time he used to act like a cleaner or some sort of that kind of like an old person cleaner. These are the two most things I have watched. And they go to the place and they ask people to let me try this. In the first he failed, and then in the next try he did, and so they were like, I'm the boss. Watch it.
So I mean, like you can do a little bit slowly.
He's acting like
I'm on the
this.
mezzanine. I go so hard just to fuck up my enemies. Don't even visit.
Like
See their
this?
faces.
No.
See the body.
I'm sorry.
With their Hennessy, they
Like
falling
this?
off all these
Okay.
niggas is winning leagues.
One hand.
Life gave me limits. I came out with
Oh.
simply.
This good or
I don't
not good? Or...
associate, no, we can't congregate. It's like number 8.
Why you laughing? Okay.
Sorry, I'm a little bit scared. It's not problem. I touch your bar. It's okay?
It's good or not?
Good, very good.
Very good? Very good. Because like you laughing.
No, we are surprising.
You can be honest with me. If it's wrong, just
Anatoly, bro. You just really cook this people. Whoa. I'm just not happy with my
What?
page. They always suggest me about Indian content, Indian creators, but I don't want to see them. Yeah, I'm not saying they are bad. They are good. Some of them are too good, and they're creating really good contents. But most of them are copying each other. That's the bad thing I like about Indian creators. Most of them are copying and don't trying creative things, not trying in a new genre. That's the bad thing which people should do. Even when they reach even when they reach at a good number of subscriber viewers, they don't try new things, bro. That's a bad thing I notice about Indian creators. So that is why, and there is a different reason that I choose English language and try to create content for you. Yeah, not right now, but when I'll be comfortable, when I get someone to hold the camera, I'll stream IRL in the outside place, not here in the locked room, which is obviously not so good because when the electricity goes off, I was like, what can I do now? Where should I go? And literally, I have no place to go, no place because I'm in my house, in my room, and wherever I can go, like leaving my room in the summer, it's like 4 p.m. in the evening, and the sun is almost not on the top of the head, but it's little slightly away, but it is burning. It's burning. It's very like also very hot, more than max, which I've never seen in my fucking 18 years. All right, so I think it is good enough to end the stream today, and see you tomorrow. And if you like the video, of course I don't deserve that because I know myself it's bad. It's not that much good, but just watch it, bro. I'm not saying you to like and subscribe here. If you watch it, it's good. It's good. See you tomorrow in the next stream, and I'll try to improve myself. I promise. I have taken the 30-day challenge to improve myself. All right. So, and it's only day 5 in which I have missed one day on cycling. But I'll try to improve myself, and after 30 days, maybe I'll find out a routine, but how to manage these kind of things, how to ride better, how to be a better streamer or some kind of thing. But until then, just watch out. That's the only thing I can say. Peace out to the people who died, who passed away in this plane crash which happened in India 2 days ago or one day ago. I'm really sorry for them. I really feel sorry for them. Sad for them. My English is bad. Sorry. I really feel sad for them. And at last, I just want to say, may God give them peace. Bye bye.